It's my pleasure to introduce one of the Gold Star Families for Peace members. Her name is Vicki Castro. Vicki's son, Army Spec Jonathan Castro, then 21 years of age of Corona, died in Mosul in Iraq in 2004. Vicki has been fighting against this damn war ever since. A warm welcome for Vicki Castro.
Oh my, must be just about a couple of thousand people here. Here's a face for coffin number 1306. 18 hours before he was killed, Jonathan called us. The thing I remember most about that conversation was how exhausted he sounded. So after they notified us, I couldn't help but torture myself with the if onlys. If only he hadn't have been so exhausted, he might have noticed that Iraqi National Guardsman was just a little bit too bulky. And he would have known that it was a suicide bomber. And he could have ducked or something. And then I realized the last thing he would have done was ducked. No, he would have thrown his 6 foot 2 inch, 210-pound body at the guy. Because Corporal Jonathan Castro was a soldier, a proud soldier. And like the men and women that he served with, he would have given his life if it meant saving theirs. Knowing this about the men and women of our military humbles me. It should humble us all. For those of you who have served, for those of you who are serving, thank you. We owe you a debt that can never be repaid. Since March the 19th of 2003, 3,210 families have heard those life-destroying words. We regret to inform you. At that moment, life as you know it ends. I never believed that I could live with my grief. But once I realized that I could not crawl into my son's coffin with him, I had to admit that that phrase, life goes on, is true. Life does go on. Life is forever changed, but life goes on. The death of my son changed my life completely, but I refuse to be silent about it. This war is wrong. Every reason that they gave us to go to war in Iraq has been proven wrong. Every excuse that they use to keep our military there is as equally flawed. Many of you are veterans. You know firsthand the horrors of war. As a Gold Star mother, I live with the unchangeable consequences of war. But we walk this path of peace together as we try to educate the world that war is not the answer. War is never the answer. I grieve the loss of my child, my only child, every minute of every day. Jonathan's future was stolen from him. Jonathan's voice was silenced. I refuse to be silent. I demand, bring our troops home now. No more excuses. No more political rhetoric. Bring them home now.
Come on!
Bring the troops home now! Bring the troops home now! Bring the troops home now!